hats, frying pans, and the severed head of a rabbit. These have been some of the most desired items in Valve's history of virtual economies. With trading in Team Fortress 2 dating back to 2010, there has been an extensive history of trading in-game items and real-world money that is still going on today. With items ranging in price from fractions of a penny to tens of thousands of dollars, one can only imagine the kind of profits that some players have made over time. The height of TF2 trading has long passed, yet those who still engage in it every day have some of the most expensive inventories on Steam. But does Valve even know of these die-hard traders?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Does Valve even know that the price of keys once saw over 70 refined? After all, it's been over 7 years since our last major update from Valve. It's possible that with a lack of full-fledged updates, they could have foreseen a decline in the economy. But surely they knew that certain items would not only retain their value, but increase exponentially every single year. Are the days of the casual trader gone? Tonight, I aim to answer these questions on my trading program. But first... I'm selling hats. You wanna buy some hats? You little bitch! I'm gonna get taunt killed! Oh! What's up, guys? Hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, what you listening to? Nobody wants to buy some hats? I'm selling hats.
JoJo's gonna fucking lose this. Alright, IKEA, this is your redemption arc.
It was unboxed by King Coach himself.
Fuck you,
Get your crotch out of my face.
Instant fucking spike crab. Are you fucking joking?
The trade server. Hundreds, if not thousands, of trade maps have been created, and some of these will be remembered by players forever. Memories were created on these maps, and friends were made. I personally recall being on a Skyle trade server during the Love and War update, which released a majority of the old school taunts like the Conga and the Rancho Relaxo. Most of the server had formed a line of engineers drinking beer, and little did I know that these were some of the best times I would have in Team Fortress. But anyway, the purpose of the trade server is very simple. It acts as a hub for traders, losers, and gamblers to swap items and currency. In the old days, it was really a great place to be and make trades, as not a lot of people knew about the third-party websites like TF2 Outpost. Now, however, the present day begs the question, how are these trade servers holding up? And is it still possible to make deals on them? I went into some random trade servers to find out. I'm selling hats. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. I'm selling hats. You wanna buy some hats?
We share what we do not know and often resort to violence.
You little bitch. You won't even buy my hats. You name a hat. Name a hat. I've got it for you. It seemed like, as usual, on these Trade Minecraft Realm servers, everybody's just hanging out and killing each other. But regardless, I pushed on. This isn't a trade server. What do you mean? It's literally called Trade Minecraft. It's Trade Minecraft.
Trade Minecraft Realms.
Shut up. You need a hat, man. You want to buy one? I'm gonna get taunt killed. No! It became clear very quickly that the cultured individuals of UGC needed a little push to make a buy, so I put on my Wolfie suit and proposed the deal of a lifetime. Oh, I've got a hat you guys definitely are gonna want. Check this out. Alright, check it out, boys, check it out. With this hat, you get a free unusual effect with your taunts. How about that? So you can do a spy crab unusual spy crab taunt. Surely you want to buy this hat.
No! You suck! You're not never, cause you're gonna be dead.
Clearly, nobody was interested in buying any hats here. Nobody wants to buy my hats, I guess I'll go fuck myself then. Having failed in my mission to sell any hats, I decided to try a more questionable trade server. What's up, guys? Hey, how's it going? Hey.
Share.
Hey, anybody want to buy some hats, dude? I'm selling hats. I'm selling misks. Frying pans. You know? Oh yeah, what you listening to? I like it. This T-posing heavy was willing to trade with me, but sadly, even with my guidance, he was unable to figure out how to accept my friend request.
Can't find it.
Okay. So, in order to get some kind of dopamine hit, we decided to start a war. Go kill the loser red team! Kill them all! Kill them all! Nobody wants to buy some hats? I'm selling hats.
What hat? What hat you selling?
Oh, what kind of class are you looking for?
Doesn't matter. Really?
Doesn't matter. Oh, you're just buying any hats, huh? Oh, okay. Well, I've got a very nice Federal Case Maker. Perhaps you want to buy that. Oh, it's team color. Okay, it's right here. Perhaps you want to buy this hat.
That hat right there?
Yeah, it's all class, all class. Soldier wore this hat. Soldier wore this hat in the comics, man.
Oh my god, how much?
How much? Let me check. I'll give it to you for 1.88. 1.88. Fair price, fair price. What do you think?
Love it. I love it. Fuck it, we bought.
You want to buy it?
Let's do it. Yeah,
Alright,
sure.
sweet. I'm going to send you a friend request. GG. Good game, good trade. Having successfully made a trade and profit on one of the Minecraft servers, I decided to swap to Trade Plaza. I'm selling hats. You want to buy hats? Here's the hat. You want to buy it? Perfect hat for your soldier loadout, man. I'll sell you this hat for 2.33.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And just like that, I quickly sold another hat for one more scrap profit. With both of those trades made, I'm taking my 2 scrap and I'm running. All in all, it seems like it's still possible to make trades on random Minecraft and Plaza servers even if you really have to push for it. However, I was only able to sell some craft hats which go for a couple pennies. Craft hats these days are so plentiful and worthless that this is the bottom end of the entire TF2 market at this point. Having made a total of 2 scrap profit on the hats that I sold, that means I'm in the green 4? It's not much, is it? So with the slow pace of profit, how are some players' inventories worth tens of thousands of dollars? Well, one simple answer is this. The majority of the market in TF2 has always lied within one item quality, unusuals, which are sparkly things to wear on your head that make free-to-plays pocket you. Some are better than others, and some can't be unboxed anymore, resulting in an exponential increase in value over time. Hoarding old school unusuals and keeping them for a long time is actually a good investment, as they all increase in price over time. At the height of TF2 trading, unusual servers were one of the most likely places you'd get to make any expensive trades. But are the sparkly hat servers still populated and lucrative today? There are only really 3 mainstream ones that have been around for a while, so I've decided to dive into each of them and see how TF2's sparkly hat ballers are doing. First up, I'm starting on the most popular unusual server today, TGP. This server is consistently close to or at its max player limit during prime gaming hours. One look at the chat shows that these players are still very dedicated to their high-end TF2 trading. Instead of sinking capital into trades that I really didn't want to make, I decided to have a few words with some of the server goers and eventually the owner himself. Alright, I'm here with Big Yosh on TGP. How you doing today, Big Yosh?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm pretty smoothie, you know, just feeling all alive and well.
I got a few questions for you today about trading. We're gonna start with, how long have you been trading?
I've been trading since, I think since March at this year.
From the time that you started trading, are you up or down in money? Are you profiting or are you losing money?
Oh, I'm profiting. I've profited about $150 or so. The amount of money that I spent were about $400, and I've gained my way up towards $650, which is a pretty big start from going up and down. So I'm getting some profit, yeah.
Do you think the trading scene will die anytime soon?
Trading state of this, you know, this game has been going out really well, and sometimes it always has its ups and downs, but it always comes crawling back in the future with its major updates and, you know, seasonal waves like Halloween and, you know, Christmas and stuff like that. It will always come back.
Very cool. Big Yosh, thank you for your time. This has been pretty epic, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate you bringing me here to ask me these questions.
So, our friend Big Yosh has only good things to say about trading. Having started in March of this year, he is now up $150. Let's see how other traders have fared. Jax, my man, I see you got that Cloudy Moon Katyusha. How long have you been in the trading scene?
Well, I've been in the trading scene for about 5 years now. I started trading with Steam Community Markets on, and then I got my first unusual hat, and then I eventually traded up to this Cloudy Moon Katyusha, which is my dream hat.
Okay, so that pretty much answers my next question. Are you up or down in profit from when you started trading?
I believe my backpack is like 400 something now, and I remember, and then I did actually the other day I did a history check of my backpack. It was worth like $46, like about 4 years ago, I'd say. But yes, so it was worth like $40 then, and now it's worth almost 400, I think.
Do you think trading will die anytime soon?
I've been trading for like 5 years, and like it hasn't really taken a big dip. Like maybe give it like another 6 years, maybe it might die. If Valve does anything, like if they do what they did to CS:GO, where they converted it to CS2, it might even get like a boost. Like there might be more people trading. But no, I don't think it'll die like anytime soon.
All right, well that's gonna wrap it up for me. Jax, I appreciate your time, my friend.
I appreciate doing this interview with you.
Even Jax, who has started from a few Steam Community Market funds, has traded his way up to some very nice items. Now it's time to have a word with the owner of TGP. My boy T-Virus, owner of TGP, the Global Paradise. T-Virus, it's an honor to have you tonight. I've got a few basic questions here about TF2 trading.
Thank you for having me, IKEA.
How long have you been considering yourself a serious TF2 trader?
I think I have earliest screenshots dating back to like 2011 on my profile, which I think I started trading about a year before that, so I'd probably say like 2010. Back then, you could only trade 8 items for 8 items. There was only a box for 8 on both sides. I've been trading since about then. I think 2010, I want to say, maybe even earlier.
When did you feel like TGP could compete with the big guys like Firepowered and Vatican? Like, at what point did this become the biggest unusual trade server?
I didn't know when, but I've made 3 trade servers, right? This being the 3rd one. The way design works, the best design comes from iteration, right? So continuing to update and listen to players and update and listen to players and update. So I can't really say at what point that I knew that we were going to be something nice, but people were saying that they enjoyed our map, they liked the direction we were going in, and so I just listened to the community and took feedback from them.
Have you made or lost money since you've started trading seriously?
I mean, I started up from literally scraps and refined. I was once going on casual servers and trading hats with people, like regular hats. That's how I started my trading. Yeah, I've definitely made a lot of profit, yeah.
We're gonna keep it moving here. Do you feel like trading is gonna die off anytime soon?
So trading will not die off as long as Valve keeps their servers open. Big portion of the TF2 community has this sentiment that, you know, Valve's not updating their game. Why are they not updating their game? But I mean, really, when you put it into perspective, we get 3 major updates per year with tons of new maps. Plus, we got the 64 update, which is a huge quality of life update for everyone. The only scary part that I see is when Gaben, and please, I hope he never passes away, but if Gaben passes away, the future of the company may be rocky. I hope Gaben chooses a great successor. That's the only rockiness that I would see in trading. Like, if trading were to end, it would be from that.
All right, T-Virus, that's going to be all for me, big dog. I appreciate your time. All of the players that I've interviewed are profiting regardless of how long they've been in the scene. Now it's time to check out Firepowered. Oh, there's nobody here. Weird. Let's check out Vatican instead. Oh, there's nobody here. Weird. To make a long story short, Vatican and Firepower used to be some of the greats in trade servers, but now you're lucky to find anyone online during any given day. I've been in and out of the trading scene, and over the years I've always made my stops at Firepowered and Vatican. Today, however, TGP appears to be the only consistently populated unusual trade server. It seems that Vatican started losing players to Firepowered somewhere in 2021-ish. And then just recently, Firepowered has lost a lot of its players to TGP. Unusual trade servers will always be a fun place to meet like-minded people, you just gotta go to whichever one is populated at the time. But anyways, that's enough about trade servers. Did you guys really think I forgot about the price of keys? What was that, Valve? Why didn't you do something? Basically, until recent years, the price of keys in refined metal has been inflating rapidly. Around 2013, when I started trading, a key was close to 5 or 6 refined. In 2021, however, keys saw an actual pricing of over 70. Now obviously, refined itself is basically worthless, each one costing about 3 cents. But the problem with it is that there has never been a truly worthwhile metal sink in TF2. This means that the supply of refined metal is always going up. The most you can get out of it is crafting a hat, and that's actually a loss in value most of the time. This has led to players stockpiling their refined or using them to buy keys, which is basically the same thing, as the refined metal still exists.
It's not a liquid!
Refined supply go up equals refined metal lose value. Refined metal lose value equals key price go up. Key price go up equals sub 1 key trading waste of time. Keys are currently priced at 60 refined, and if you saw how slow it can be to make profit earlier in the video, then it doesn't take a genius to deduce that low tier trading is dead. On the front of craft hats and little stranges and shit, it's over. You can make profit, but you're better off just mowing lawns. Take this hypothetical for example. Little Timmy has 50 hats. He wants to sell each of these hats and make a profit of 2 scrap on each one. He figures it will take him a month or 2 of trading passionately to get them all sold. How much do you think Timmy will profit in USD when they're all sold? 33 cents. 33. It's over. Buy into a different market. And speaking of markets, TF2 has a ridiculous amount of items, resulting in a vast array of markets that a trader can partake in. Want to make a few keys on unusual taunts? Go for it. Want to trade promotional items or decorated signs? Have at it, dude. Want to get a footprint spell for your soldier loadout?
But no touching.
Basically, there are a few markets in TF2 that over time have appreciated or dissociated beyond recognition. And first off, I want to talk about unusuals. Good old sparkly hats. I bet you probably think Burning Flames is still the best effect. Oh boy, let me catch you up. There are now more unusual effects than there are fucking DUI charges on my dad's record. Burning Flames is shat on, nothing in Gens 1 through 3 is considered god tier anymore, and Frostbite is one of the most expensive effects.
Why didn't I buy them?
OG Halloweens or other limited effects have always been a great investment, and I don't see any reason that this won't continue to hold true. Unusual taunts have kind of become the new entry point for a lot of key traders, as they're relatively cheap and mostly in demand. And the case of limited effects prices going up over time is also prevalent in taunts. My point is that what's actually considered a good unusual these days may be a bit more expensive than you think.
Hashtag make Burning Flames great again.
Anyways, want to talk about Halloween spells? I remember just 4 to 5 years ago being able to flip spelled items for a quick profit, seeing plenty of spelled miscs under $20. Now? Dude, these prices are ridiculous. It depends on how you look at it. This can be a good thing or a bad thing. Speculators are able to spend hundreds of dollars on one spelled item, sit on it for a while, and maybe it'll sell even higher. But that results in this loop where spelled items are only trading between the top percentiles of players, exponentially increasing the price of the items. And we can't talk about the spell market without talking about Ender Slicer. This is the spell guy, and he absolutely has a grip on a good chunk of the spell market. I mean, for God's sake, this guy has just about every spelled Corona Australis in the game. If you want one, you gotta go through him. It kinda sucks that not many people can afford spelled items anymore because these things are really freaking cool. Obviously, if you have the capital, then you're more than welcome to buy into any market you want, because like T-Virus said, it takes money to make money. But what if I had no money to make money and I needed to make money through immoral methods?
Was all this legal? Absolutely fucking not.
After all, is it really a multiplayer Valve title if there isn't some method of gambling involved? It happens with Dota, it happens with Counter-Strike, and it happens with and it happens with Valve's bastard rodent child that they And it happens with Valve's bastard rodent child that they wish people would forget, Team Fortress. Gambling has existed in Team Fortress for longer than some of you have been alive, and the most common method of gambling, I would say, is the spy crab.
Yippee-ki-yay!
First to become crustacean 3 times with the disguise kit taunt loses. It's quick, it's easy, and it's simple. But what if I told you that it can be rigged? I'm sure this has been common knowledge to scumbags of TF2 for a while, but this post has recently surfaced on Backpack, which reported the possibility of spy crab rigging. Basically, to dumb down the computer talk, when you taunt, it spawns an entity. That entity has some metadata that contains who it belongs to, among other things. Using source mod, you can extract that data to get the client index of who taunted. I still don't quite know what that means. Basically, source mod wizardry can be used to rig spy crabs in just 32 lines of code. So as of right now, crabbing technically isn't safe, at least on community servers. From my understanding, this source talk is talking about server owners and staff that can utilize source mod. I believe that this means we've hit a turning point in spy crab gambling. That today, the only truly safe way to spy crab anymore is to do it on an official Valve server. Moving on from spy crab gambling, there are also the classic third-party online gambling sites for Valve games.
Did you know that
CSGO Shuffle is rigged? No. It was a legal government? What that's that?
In my experience, I didn't know of too many that were dedicated to TF2 over the years, but a certain one which shall not be named seemed to have surfaced in popularity recently. I've heard of a lot of successes on the site, but remember, it's a gambling site for Valve items, and those do not have the best histories, so use them at your own risk. And obviously unboxing crates and war paint cases, it's been a long time that this has existed. It sucks, don't do it. You lose money. You lose money! Have you ever heard of the dead internet theory? The dead internet theory claims that the internet is now mostly made of automated content and bot activity. The theory claims that this is the result of a coordinated effort to control the population and reduce human activity. Basically, this has happened in TF2 trading. If you fire up backpack.tf and look up an item, if a lot of that item exists, then I can guarantee that most, if not all, of the buy and sell orders are posted by bots. Obviously, there is an owner behind each of these bots, but more frequently than not, these owners rarely partake in the game anymore. TF2 has become less of a game and more of a passive income to a lot of people, which is fine, I guess? But the issues start to occur when a dominance is reached. Plenty of bots are set to automatically undercut sellers and overcut buyers, resulting in a bot-ran market. Someone with the appropriate amount of capital can use their bots to dominate a niche market, or collect and hold on to rare items for themselves, only selling for ridiculously exorbitant prices. Such is the cost of capitalism, I guess. So what have we learned? Trading good. No, trading bad. No, they did surgery on a grape! Oh, you fucking dumbasses, Jesus. I guess what I wanted to convey to you today is that trading in TF2 has changed drastically from the last time I really took part in it, and it's gonna keep changing. Some items that aren't unusuals are now worth thousands of dollars. Retired items continue to skyrocket, markets continue to be dominated by he who has the most money, keys may always be high in metal price, and gambling will always be filled with scum. But at the end of the day, there is always a place for the kind of trader that you are, and the level of trader that you aim to become. So with all of that in mind, sell me this pen.